The Halloween event will be super easy. But before we talk about Halloween, let's talk about update 1.267 coming on Wednesday. We actually have quite a few improvements this time. The developers have been working on trying to optimize the game's loading time, so it should be at least a little bit faster to get into your city. If you upgraded a building to your age using a renovation or one-up kit, there was a bug where the pop-up of its stats wouldn't show the effects of your city boosts. Now they will. The goods icon on the top bar has never shown the rewards blimps when you get or spend goods, so now it will. It looks kind of crazy when collecting your city. Also, if you have ever tried to edit a message and then delete all its content, you found out that you can't do that. Now doing so will just delete the message entirely. There are several display issues fixed this time, including the quest overview could be blank. In the guild expeditions, the art at the top of the screen was 1 pixel lower than it should have been. Now it will be lined up correctly and you won't need to worry about it. Great buildings can have long names, but they've now been fixed so that they fit in their windows correctly. In some other bug fixes, reloading during a time when the game was updating could mean that you got stuck at 50% progress, which should no longer happen. Additionally, the bug with the couples resort has finally been fixed, and you will no longer be locked to either both blueprints and finished special productions, or forge points and selection kits. The randomness should function correctly now. For my mobile players, there's just one update, being that it was possible for a second quest button to pop up and block the rewards chest in the cultural settlements. It will no longer scare you by covering up your rewards. What might terrify you though is the thought of a brand new event. That's right, the Halloween event just started over on beta, and it has a completely new minigame. Don't tell anyone, but this minigame is actually really easy. With just a little bit of prior knowledge, you'll be able to lock down the main event building. And you will want this main event building. Its 4x5 provides tons of attack boosts, goods, guild goods, and forge points. Of course, it will be giving fragments of a new selection kit for buildings that give a decent amount of attack boosts on top of self-aid kits and store building items. You'll also be able to pick up a 1x1 building that provides up to a 6% attack boost and a forge point, the golden upgrade for the tarot card caravans, and 2 new daily specials that give attack and defense boosts on top of goods and forge points. As for the minigame itself, as I mentioned earlier, it's a lot simpler than you might expect. You just choose a deck of cards, click the fight button to progress through the dungeon, facing harder and harder enemies. As you defeat enemies, you get keys that you can then use to get progress towards grand prizes. It's actually a decently fun minigame, and reaching the final boss at the end can be a little bit of a challenge. If you're a little strategic and a little bit lucky though, you can reach and kill the boss, rewarding you with a bunch of keys. There's currently a lot of complaints about the minigame, but that's mainly due to it being new and many not knowing how to play yet. Once you understand what you need to do, I'm sure that you'll be able to get the main building for free. The good news is that I will be covering all the strategies that you need to know in a video closer to when the event starts on live servers. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss it. In the meantime, enjoy the end of the fall event and the short break that we'll have after. Join my Discord server to stay up to date on all the Forge of Empires news, and as always, I'll see you all next time.